Welcome back. Today we're going to do a quick chat on a product that is probably the most self-explanatory product in audio. This one is the OcuClip. So those of you who look at this setup will say headphones plus glasses, not a great combination. The over-the-ears are going to give you pressure on the side of your glasses. Kind of a thing that's been around for almost forever, for as long as there's been headphones and glasses and people trying to use them together. So I am no different. I have glasses, and you can actually see what my half solution is to that problem is I use very, very thin metal glasses, and just having as thin as possible arms, that just gives you, less chance of having pressure on the side of your head. OcuClips has come up with kind of a more general purpose solution, and maybe you guys out there have actually thought of something similar. You put some fabric or some kind of foam around the end of your glasses, and you try to cushion or reduce the amount of pressure on the side of your head. So no different. OcuClips is just a very, very slick solution to that problem along the lines of that solution too. So on the inside, you essentially have Velcro. And why this is a little bit important is you kind of don't want this sliding off. So if you can actually see the way I did that there. So if you push it all the way through, that's one way. If you actually pull this out a little bit and then crimp the ends of the sides, the Velcro will actually catch, and you'll have kind of a more sturdy end cap there, so it doesn't actually slide all the way through. It keeps it in place. That is how I was kind of using them. But yeah, I don't have like a whole big story around what it is. I think it's just a very slick solution to the problem. They are listed on Apos Audio, and I want to thank Apos Audio for sending these to me. They are about $24 for the pair. What I will talk about is one of the unintended side effects bonuses of using these with a set like Poet. And when I reviewed Poet, I said Poet is very, very sensitive to shifts in position over your ear. And that was, I think, one thing that I noticed, one thing that other people noticed. And I think one of the unintended bonuses of this was putting a little bit more pressure, having the pad actually catch this with a little bit more friction to it was actually a bonus for the Poets, because they were less likely to slide out of position. I didn't actually expect it. I was just kind of picking a Poet because I still had it for a little bit before I sent it down. And then I was listening to it, and you start moving your head around. I'm like, hey, that is actually a pretty decent solution to a problem that they probably didn't think about. But yeah, I mean, without a doubt, I think this is actually a pretty slick version of, giving people a little bit of pressure relief, a little bit of cushioning on the side of their head. Just a really nice version of something that people have probably thought about for years, but done in a really nice productized professional version by OcuClips. And as I said, go find them on Apos Audio. So thank you guys again for tuning in, and I will see you next time.